Whiskey and gin, whiskey and gin. Mary McCarty liked whiskey and gin. Where the hell did I hear that? Sam Whiskey, the movie Sam Whiskey. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Burt Reynolds plays in it. Angie Dickinson. It's a western. It's pretty funny. If you are unlike me and have time to watch movies. This is the 800 grit paper. This is 1,000. I thought I had some higher than that, but it's going to be alright, I think. I should have mentioned when running that crowning file, well, I forgot to turn it, I didn't get any of that, but when you crown your frets, you need to count the times you shave off of them, and do the same amount on every fret, because you want to keep them as level and as together as you possibly can after all that leveling and filing. So yeah, I'm sorry I missed that, but anyway, when you crown you use a crowning file, and when you put that crown back on, I only put a little crown on these. There's the top of the crown is, I can see it through high magnification. The top of the crown is still flat. So, you know, I like flat frets. What can I say? I like flat frets. I like flat frets. Can you dig it? Yeah, tell your friends about my channel. Tell your friends to tell their friends about it. I like to have more subscribers. I interact as much as I possibly can. I've got a little over 800, I think, now. I'd like to see that go way up. And I'll deliver some interesting ideas and tips for you, and repair work and music and everything that has to do with guitars. Not only acoustic guitars, I work on electric ones too. Uh-oh, now we have a problem. Sure looks good through the bottom of the glass. Hold on. Well, we're moving along. It's taken some time, but all of the frets have been redid, so to speak. I polished them. Right now I'm just adding some oil to the neck, or the fretboard rather, the neck. It's getting late, people. A long day. It's been a fucked up day. I guess I shouldn't drop any F-bombs on here. I apologize. I'm sorry for that. It's been a really bad day though. A lot of stuff going on today. Hey, I heard Ray Price passed away today. In case you all hadn't heard that. I'm not sure what heard a while back he was sick, but I didn't know what was wrong with him. I guess he couldn't recover. Sad news. I remember that guy from when I was a kid. He seemed like he's just always been there, you know. There's a pretty good wear in the fretboard right here on the 3rd fret. it's a dip in the fretboard. If I wanted to fix that, or if you ever have that problem, you have dents in your fretboard from finger wear, you can mix up ebony, if it's an ebony board, fretboard, same thing the bridge is. If you have an old bridge laying around, or you have some ebony dust, if you have no bridge laying around, you can make some ebony dust. Just grind it up till you got some dust. Mix that with super glue and fill that in. Smooth it over. Take about 1200 grit. Or you may have to start lower, rougher grit. But you can fix that dip to where you could never, no one would ever know it was ever there. I don't know how many of y'all know, I was diagnosed with focal dystonia about 8 months or so ago in both hands. It's a neurological disease for those who don't know about it. It's a guitar player's nightmare. I'm still trying to retrain my hands. My left one particularly, I have a lot of trouble with. That's why that's wore like that. This guitar is not that old. I've only had it. It's a 2009 model. By the way, it's a Martin Tyminski Signature Series, a very expensive guitar. For those Martin heads out there, I enlarged the sound hole because Santa Cruz discovered, or says, the smaller the sound hole is, the bassier. The larger the sound hole, you get more treble. So for someone who picks a lot, or tries to pick a lot, like I do, when you get down on these high notes, you want it to punch out. So you want a little more treble. So I enlarged the sound hole about 1/8 of an inch in diameter bigger, to get a little more punch down here on these high notes, playing solos. It made a tremendous difference. Santa Cruz's do that at the factory. I don't know why Martin's, I guess, didn't feel the need for it or whatever. I cleaned all the DNA off the fretboard. It looks like new again. Polish the frets. So what do? We straighten the neck, flatten the frets with the diamond file, and then we got the radius and got the correct radius block and sanded the whole thing to get the radius back from the flattening of the frets. And then I sort of semi-crowned them. I like to say I don't like a lot of crown. I could live without any at all. The flatter the frets, the slicker they seem to slide over. They last longer if they're flatter and wider because there's more fret to touch the string. Right now I'm just putting lemon polish on it. I would suggest you get linseed oil if you can find it. I don't have any here right now. Like I say, I don't do this for a living. I just do it, work on my own instruments and do it for a friend now and again. But that's getting more work all the time. Anyways, I don't have linseed oil, so I used lemon oil, and I know that's just, it's not nearly as good. Linseed oil is healthy for the fretboard. That open grain wood like that, it gets down in there and feels it and sort of gels like, so your fretboard is sealed. That open grain wood is sealed from the elements. But like I say, I don't have any of that. I put lemon oil on it, and it's going to make that board nice and slick. It's going to be okay for my needs. The linseed oil is better. Anyways, there's the fret job. It's done. I need to find out a way to fix that buzzing inside the guitar on that Fishman system. I'm going to do that next. I could get a better shot of these frets for y'all if I can. Let me try to get a better shot for you. Well, the light isn't its best in here, but maybe you can see that. Those frets are shining like a... they look sweet. Come on, focus, you piece of shit. Well, you may have to take my word for it. They look brand new, man. They look sweet. They look nice. I don't know why the camera won't focus. It's like it's been a bad day. It's just been everything bad today. Not a good day. But it's getting better. Okay, let me look at the Fishman system and try to determine a way to make that little guy stop buzzing inside my guitar, making a loose brace noise. I'm not sure. I think it has a plastic button cover that goes over the metal button, and that plastic over the metal is what buzzes so much vibration from the guitar. I know it's the button that's what's making the noise. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. Anyway, let me gather my thoughts again and hold on. Here's a better shot of the Fishman sound system. I don't know if that's a piezo system in that. It's got this pickup underneath the saddle, and this small condenser mic mounted to it inside. This button right here, you can hear it's loose. I'm sure that's what's making all the vibration that sounded like a loose brace. I was really worried it was a loose brace. But upon further inspection, I've determined it's this little guy right there. So let me think on this. I need to figure out a way to fix that. Check it out. Looks like a new fret job from the factory. I know you can't see it very well. The lights really sucks in here. Okay, so I got the button in there that I showed you on the Fisher system. The button made a horrible noise. I got it off and I stuck a tiny piece of it's got a cap on it. The cap is like plastic and there's a metal button underneath. Maybe it's a dust thing to keep dust out of the switch. I don't know, but I got it off. It's a plastic cap. That's what was vibrating, making the noise. Sounded like a loose brace. Scared the shit out of me with this guitar. I mean, I could fix it, but a $5,000 guitar shouldn't be coming apart. I got the cap off and I stuck a tiny piece of cotton in the end of up in the cap, the plastic cap, and just stuck it back on. It doesn't seem to be as loose or make as much noise as it did. Hopefully that fixed that. So now we need strings. We need to set the neck relief back. I turned the truss rod back the same amount of turns you watched me loosen it. I tightened it back up. It should be right. Right now there's a back bow in it, but when you get the string tension on there and get it up to pitch, hopefully there will be enough relief at the 7th fret. You put a capo, the way you measure relief, just put a capo on the 1st fret here, okay? And then note down around the 14th fret. Anything after that the truss rod has no control over. So put a capo on the 1st fret, note, let's say the 14th fret, and check the relief with a feeler's gauge at about the 7th fret. I like my action at the 12th fret about 5/64 on the bass side and 3/64 on the treble side. We got the arch right. The saddle, we didn't do anything to the saddle, so the arch is going to be the same on the strings. The arch is the same on the neck now. So let's get some strings on it. We got Martin Acoustic MSP. These are MSP 4200s, by the way, for anyone that might be interested. They're not coated. They don't last very long, but they don't cost 50 bucks a set or 30 or whatever those guys charge for those coated strings. I tried Elixir a while back and that sucked bad. It was horrible. They didn't feel normal. They were too slick. Too slick. Like I said, with dystonia, you know, I'll have to just do what works for me, you know. Anyway, I'm going to put a set of these on it, get it tuned up to pitch, check the neck relief, set or make sure the action, everything should be okay. It should be playable, and it should be exactly back the way it was before we started as far as the action goes and the neck relief. But I'm going to check all that just to make sure, and stay tuned. We're not finished yet. Engine, whiskey engine, Mary McCarty liked whiskey engine. Strung up, strung out, whatever you want to call it. Funny would call it that, and I've already tested it, and no more buzzing. No more buzzing. No more buzzing. The buzzing is gone. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I guess it depends on who you are and where you are, if you like a buzz or not. I don't like a buzz in my guitar. Oh man, wait till you hear this thing. Peterson tuners. They're already stretching. So we have new frets again. Brand new frets. Now you know how to fret your guitar. Or dress the frets anyway, at least to redo them yourself. Hey, I got new frets, and I have like 80 to 150 bucks in my pocket that I didn't pay some guy that probably doesn't know what he's doing to fix. I'm a happy camper. I can't wait to play this thing. I was going to go to bed, but I'll probably stay up all night and play. I like to get as many hours in a day as I can. I usually average about 6, but with this dystonia shit, sometimes I wonder if it's worth it. Peterson tuners. If you want a tuner that's accurate, that you can set your intonation with, get a Peterson. Don't waste your money on Snark or whatever those things are called. Get a Peterson tuner. get a Peterson. You won't look back, I guarantee it. Hope you can see this. I doubt you can see it. This is called a Peterson strobe clip. Okay, I want to explain one other thing here. Hold on, I got to reset the camera. Actually, I'm not going to reset the camera. I'm going to play this guitar real soon. But I want to show you the poor man's way of setting the action. I set this action at 5/64 on the bass side. Hold on. At the 12th fret. 5/64 at the bass side on the 12th fret. 3/64 on the treble side. But if you don't have the tools or the proper means to measure all this stuff, we used to use quarters. Just a regular quarter. Stick it under the 12th fret, lay it across the 11th and 12th fret, and you can see that's almost, let me turn that tuner off. That's almost perfect. There's a little bit of gap there. I'm not even going to measure it, but if you don't have the tools, you should set it where you can just get a quarter in there. You should never be able to get two. If you can get 2 quarters in there, you got serious problems. That, I hope you can see this, man. That quarter just fits in there with very little bit of play on the bass side. On the treble side, it goes in, but it's a little bit tight. Just a tiny bit tight. I've already set the relief. I've checked it with the strings on, and it tuned up to pitch. But yeah, if you don't have the proper tools, you can get really close by just using a regular old quarter. It should set on the 11th and 12th frets and not touch the bass string. And you should never be able to get 2 of them under there. Or even a quarter and a dime would be probably not fit without touching the string. And on the treble side, this quarter that's at 3/64, and this quarter is just gone in there. It's pushing the string up. It's that close. So, like I said, I have another guitar. It needs some serious work done on it. And I'm going to video that for you. If you want to learn how to do some really funky stuff, tune in, watch for that one. I'm going to do it after Christmas, sometime after Christmas. I need to get that guitar going. I need it. Okay, so let's see what it sounds like. This guitar is righteous. I've checked every fret and they are perfect. Perfect. Randy likes his guitars perfect, I know. Remember the buzz we had here? We had a buzz at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. We had one at the 2nd fret. The 3rd fret and 2nd fret of the 2nd string. Dystonia. That's how it works. If you're not warmed up, you can't play. But the guitar is flawless, man. I'm tickled. I'm really happy with it. It's got so much power and so much clarity. I mean, it's just like a different guitar. Every fret is flawless. It feels like brand new frets. They're so smooth, man. I hope this camera picks this up because this thing is just off the scale. So you can make your guitar that way too. You know, whether you have the right tools or the wrong tools, if you have the wrong tools, it just takes a little bit longer. Having the right tools helps. You can get things done a lot quicker. Strings are stretching. So that's it, folks, for this video. Subscribe. Do it while you're thinking about it. Tell your friends to subscribe. I got some good stuff coming up in the future. Like I say, the old Martin guitar, I'm going to rework it after Christmas. And I'll video that, and you can learn a lot from that, because that guitar it's unplayable. It is unplayable. It's freaking bad, man. You cannot even get a chord down here. Well, you can't even play it up here. So tell your friends and subscribe yourself if you haven't already. I'm going to teach some stuff like that, and of course flat picking, and maybe not just flat picking, some other kind of music too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for my 800 plus subscribers. I appreciate every single individual one of you. I like to see that number go. I like to see how high we can raise that number. So sign up and watch for the videos to come. The next video, like I said earlier in this one, I'm going to do some things that my friend in Japan pointed out. Some rock and roll and heavy metal guitar things that you can do in bluegrass or whatever. Up before I did this. Anyway, I'm going to do a bunch of that stuff. I'll show you a bunch of it. And we'll get into all kind of crazy stuff, plus some more repair work. Not a lot of repair work, mostly music, but there will be some detailed repair work that may help you be able to set your own guitar up, or give you an idea that might save you $100 or so. It's going to be quite a job on the next guitar I do. It's a Martin Custom. The other guitar is a Martin Custom. It's built on a D28 scale, but they call it a custom. There were like 2,000 of those guitars made for Guitar Center and some other company, Musician's Friend, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's getting late. Boy, this thing is so sweet. I gotta get warmed up and just pick it some. Stay tuned, people. Look for the stuff I told you about. It'll be coming up sooner or later. I'll probably do another music video, instruction, teaching music thing or two before I tackle the guitar repair on the Martin guitar, the other Martin guitar. That's going to be, I'm not looking forward to that, but I need that guitar. Thank you for watching, folks. I hope someone got something out of this, and like I said, I appreciate the new subscribers, the old ones, the ones to come. But please tell your friends, and let's get as many subscribers going as we can. And I'll catch you next time. I gotta go play this thing, man. Cheers.